Hey, what's up, everybody? Frederic Poag here. And it's time for another installment of What Is It Wednesday? What if I told you there's one government report that could shake Wall Street, raise your mortgage and car payments, basically upend your entire financial world? Sounds pretty wild, right? But it's true. It's called the Jobs Report, and it's powerful enough that just last month, Trump got so mad at a weak jobs report, he fired the person in charge of putting it together. See, the Jobs Report is America's monthly checkup on work, actual labor. Every first Friday, the government puts out those numbers. How many jobs were lost or added in the economy, what the unemployment currently is, and whether wages have gone up or down. It comes from an organization called the Bureau of Labor Statistics, or BLS. They're the math nerds inside the Department of Labor. You know, the kind of people who get excited when Microsoft releases a new version of Excel, and for good reason. They're not politicians, but that hasn't stopped politics from barging in on the jobs report. See, just last month, August of 2025, the jobs report came in really weak. Weren't a lot of new jobs, plus there were some big downward revisions to earlier months, which the BLS also does as more data comes in. Trump, he didn't like that at all. So within hours, he fired the head of the BLS, a woman by the name of Erika McEntarffer. Apologies to Erika if I butchered your name. And then Trump claimed the numbers were rigged against him and the Republicans. Right. It kind of reminded me of this scene from Moneyball, where Billy Beans, played by Brad Pitt, is sitting around with the old scouts and they're mocking a baseball player's stats. And one of them even says, well, he's got an ugly girlfriend, so he must lack confidence. And if Billy Bean had gone along with them, then the A's would have kept losing, and you wouldn't have had a good movie. Just like those old scouts, Trump and his cronies, they didn't want to face what the numbers were telling them. So they made up excuses. That's the danger here. If job growth is slowing, pretending it isn't won't fix the economy. It just means you're making decisions in the dark now. And sooner or later, that scoreboard's going to catch up. So what was Trump's response to this weak economic jobs report? Well, much like you expected, he nominated a guy by the name of EG Antoni. He's a Heritage Foundation economist tied to Project 2025. He's called the BLS numbers, quote, phony, and even said Social Security is a Ponzi scheme. He's floated cutting the jobs report back from monthly to quarterly. That would mean less transparency for the rest of us and also less data for actual business folks that deal with this sort of macro numbers to make better decisions. So how do they actually make this thing? Well, here's how the job report's made. They send out two massive surveys, one to business and one to households, which basically means the U.S. economy depends on people answering those surveys. The business one covers over 600,000 work sites. Did you hire? Did you fire? Did you give raises? The household one, it's about 60,000 families. And the questions they ask are you working? Are you looking for work? Did you give up looking for work? Then once all those surveys come back, the BLS puts all those together, and that's how we get the jobs report. But here's the problem. The response rates to those surveys are dropping. And that's because budgets are tight and the BLS is understaffed. In other words, the people tracking the entire U.S. economy, they're more than a little overworked. And that's a problem. Because what that does is that makes getting the actual jobs report and the numbers and tracking the economy harder and harder every month. The headline numbers are always the same. Jobs gained or lost, the unemployment rate, wages, whether the paychecks are rising or not, which industries are hot or which industries are slowing down. And that matters because if job growth looks too hot, the Federal Reserve, they might raise interest rates in order to cool the economy off, which makes mortgages, car loans, and credit cards more expensive. If it looks weak, companies might freeze hiring or even start layoffs. And Wall Street, they react instantly. But at the end of the day, this isn't just a fight in DC or a blip on Wall Street. The jobs report affects your job prospects, your paycheck, and your bills. So next time you hear about the jobs report, don't tune it out. It's not boring paperwork. It's the country's monthly economic report card, and it's wired straight into your wallet. If you want me to break down the next one that drops, hit subscribe and give this video a like, because those numbers are coming. They come every month, and they are going to affect us. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Keep the faith, defend democracy, and I'll see you later.